Thank you. It's a total privilege to be here. I have such great pride. I don't deserve this, I feel like. And so I want to thank everyone in the American Task Force for this recognition. And I want to just tell a quick story. So both sides of my family are Lebanese. My mother's side is from Rahal, and then my father's side. And they're at table 12, by the way. And my father's side's from Aitanit, which is a small village. And I was privileged to be from a family where both sides were very, very entrepreneurial. We didn't call it entrepreneurs, or we didn't call it, it's what we did. On my mother's side was a series of entrepreneurs in the juice business. So Bodines, Tampico, and a series of entrepreneurs there, very successful. And then on my father's side was suppliers. So they would actually supply the fruit products to the other family. Leonard had that. Home Juice was a cousin, and he was a legend in Chicago, and he passed away. And my parents actually met at a funeral, which I always find fascinating when you turn the page and something else blossoms. And so I grew up, in a world where business was so integrated into our life, and commerce and making stuff, selling stuff. Entrepreneurship was around me my whole life. And I grew up in I would describe a waspy area. And my family was not normal. My father kissed everybody, scared some people. I think today he would probably have a lawsuit. And so, as a little, we always had food, and we're so hospitable. But I knew something we weren't normal by the WASP definition. And in my family, we had such identity and pride in being Lebanese, and my curiosity was why are we this way? Why am I the way I am? In a positive way, because we were passionate, we were creative, we were just different, so that curiosity led me to be I had this insatiable thirst to understand Lebanon, and I had the privilege of being 24, and I had to go. And so when I was 24, I went to Lebanon. I was a terrible student, but I was able to rationalize and justify going there as a student. And I quickly saw that oh my gosh, this culture, the values, the tradition, this entrepreneurial DNA was so alive in Lebanon. My family's ability to deal with not shy away from conflict, the ability to express yourself, passion, embrace chaos was in my blood. And it was very validating going to Lebanon and seeing that. And I fell in love with the country. I lost my train of thought. So it validated a lot of things, and I honestly, people ask me all the time, what do you attribute your success to? And I always say my family, and part of my family is the DNA, and I always say entrepreneurship, I was made for it. It's not for everyone, and so I owe that to Lebanon. So, and I just want to call my parents, their unconditional love, and I've said this before, but my dad's work ethic I owe that to him. Like, you can't start a business and do what I've achieved without a tenacious work ethic. And so I owe that from my father. And then my mother, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be a huge asshole. I get my empathy, compassion, sensitivity from my mother. She's the most caring woman in the world. And it balances me out, I would say. So I can say with great confidence, I owe any success I've had to my parents and the DNA and the culture we come from. I'm probably too proud to be Lebanese, but wallah, I am. So it's a total privilege. This is a dream come true for me, and I can't wait for the future. So thank you, everyone.